Hey, it's the Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
sex.
Today we're going to be talking about a new Twitter page that Bunny launched in the last 24 hours that has been a long time coming. It's called. You can find it at Fuck Like a Pro.
Fuck Like a Pro. So the way this came about is probably we need to go all the way back to the beginning of our Worth Playboy and my Playboys Bunny accounts. In that we like to laugh that they were started as a joke, kind of, as an offhanded comment that became something much more than that. But in doing so, in the beginning, we posted a lot more, about sex and shared a lot more nude photographs and erotica and things of that nature. Not personal photos, but we shared a lot more, I wouldn't say lewd, but a lot more racy things than we do now. Because now when we do it, between the two of us, we roughly see about 100,000 eyes at a time. And now we get a lot of pushback when we do. So we just kind of stopped doing that. I won't say we've sanitized what we talk about, because we still talk about a lot of sex. We just don't show a lot of examples of sexual things, positions, lingerie, things of that nature. But it's still, sex is a major part of my message, because I truly believe that love relationships cannot be extraordinary without extraordinary sex. So I launched Fuck Like a Pro. That is the username, at Fuck Like a Pro. The name in the description is Fuck Like a Porn Star. So either way you look it up, we should be good. But if you will go to at Fuck Like a Pro, if you like stuff that's a little bit not fit for work, shall we say, if you're not afraid of who might see your screen and things of that nature, because I think that's a big part of it, is they're afraid to follow, a lot of people are afraid to follow accounts that show a lot of that stuff, because you never know when it's going to pop up. And that's just when it happens, is when the kids are in the car, or, you're at work, or whatever the case may be. So if you like a little bit more sex education that actually includes photos and just sexy pictures and things like that, again, this is not a personal porn site. This is about sharing erotica and lessons. But sex education by Bunny at Fuck Like a Pro on Twitter. So follow that account if that kind of thing interests you, and if you're not concerned about something a little bit more racy coming across your feed. The other option is there are always the lists on Twitter that are really handy, that then you aren't counting as an actual follow, but you can go to the private lists that you create yourself and curate. And this kind of account tends to find its way to lists as much as anything, because then in the privacy of the bathroom or whatever, you can look at things that you wouldn't necessarily want everyone to see on your normal timeline. So that's the purpose there, is really just a place to do more sex education that actually includes sharing pictures and accounts that display really beautiful nude or erotic or sensual photography as well. So just kind of a little, what would you say, like a little bit of a tilt, from a little head nod from MPB.
Well, Fuck Like a Porn Star is a very important part of our products.
Yeah.
It's both a 1-month course. We've got a 21-day course. We have a book.
Yeah. We
have an audio book.
Yeah. And it's truly my best-selling book.
Bunny's stuff, because in my mind, we try to work together to get guys everything they need, from texting the first time to
fucking like a porn star and having a great relationship.
Exactly. And and this is purely my opinion. I'm like, guys don't want to talk to dudes about sex, but they want to talk to girls. They'll take girls' advice. I mean, and in your case, because there's a lot of like in the red pill, don't take girls' advice. There are exceptions, because you see things very much visually and like a guy does. But this is a huge part, and we couldn't really share it fully because guys that aren't that open and aren't comfortable with it, every time we would kind of like promote it, we drop.
Yeah.
We'd like to lose people, and we don't want to lose people with our main stuff, but there are men that need and want more of this information.
Right.
So we want you to be able to go there. And my very first inkling to like what Bunny said was like, I was on my phone, I was riding the bike. There's all
the gym.
There's all these moms around me, and then this nude girl just slides up into I'm like, oh shit. I was like, that's what our guys are afraid of.
Yeah.
They don't need this in their, when they're scrolling and kids looking over their shoulder,
Yeah.
It will ruin your day, your week, your month. So we wanted to give you something that is a little bit more explicit, a little bit more focused in on the sex aspect and sex improvement, without putting you in an uncomfortable position.
I love it.
Not safe for work.
Yeah, not safe for work, which is my favorite kind.
Where do they find you? Again.
Well, it's Fuck Like a Pro is the username. Fuck Like a Porn Star. Do that search. I've also been, kind of cross promoting a little bit from my MPB site. So from the MPB side of Twitter. So my Playboys Bunny, Fuck Like a Pro. And if you haven't yet, in the description box down below, pick up Fuck Like a Porn Star or join my 21-day Fuck Like a Porn Star course. I am very excited about both of those because I want you to be a sex god that can lock any woman that you want in with your dick. I want you to win. Bye!